Who are you supposed to be? What are you supposed to do? What is your purpose while you're on this earth? If that's a question you've been thinking about for a long time and pondering and trying to find your sense of identity and mission in life, then I want to share something with you that's going to help you open that up and see where it has always been. For the returning viewers, welcome back. Always happy to have you here. For the new viewers watching this, my name is Esteban, and I help guide and mentor individuals who are going through a loss of self, identity loss, move them towards and guide them towards rediscovering who they've always been, and then actually building purpose and meaning from that point, living a life of ego-soul integration, which means living with as little inner conflict as possible, with consistent communication going back and forth between ego and soul. That's going to give you a life of peace, harmony, and mission. How is it that we typically try to find meaning and purpose in life? We often are told to find something you like, find something you enjoy doing. If you like arts and crafts, perhaps that you thought to yourself, okay, well, I like doing it, so I might as well go in that direction, which is fine. It's totally fine. I'm going to use myself as an example to illustrate, and then the answer will be at the end of that story. For me, when I found, I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. I've competed for over 6 years, have over 30 medals, about 80-90% of them being gold, won provincials, done pretty well for myself in the competition world for jiu-jitsu, and then also opened up an academy where we broke 6 figures in 1 year. So I'm very immersed in the jiu-jitsu culture. When I first started it, I started it because I liked it. I enjoyed it and I enjoyed competing, but it was often, to be honest, it was from a deeper place. It was a deep sense of inferiority, and I wanted to prove myself to people and prove my worth. And I gripped onto jiu-jitsu, and it helped elevate my life and give me a sense of meaning and purpose, something that I should strive towards and become. Oftentimes we just want to be something. We don't even necessarily know what it is, but we just want to feel the sense of improvement, the sense that we're growing, the sense that we're deepening ourselves. And that's what jiu-jitsu brought to me. But there came a point where it vanished. 6 years in, all of a sudden I woke up and I just didn't want to compete anymore. I didn't want to do it anymore. That was devastating. I committed my whole life to it. Everything, food, dieting, weight training, sacrificing parties and relationships. I gave it 100%. And then for all of it to vanish and just go away. And as I plunged into my identity loss for years, I tried to understand why. Why did that happen? Why couldn't it sustain itself? The reason it couldn't sustain itself was because it was outside metric based. See, I liked jiu-jitsu. I enjoyed the game of it. But at the time, because of my pains, I enjoyed, dominating. I enjoyed winning and showing that I'm a winner and that I'm not a loser. The medal signified worth. The pats on my back with random people at the tournament saying, well, good work, man. You're going to be the next thing or whatever it is. Those fueled me. It fueled a particular part of me. But it wasn't a place of deep self, deep purpose that I felt that land in. No, those words that came landed right into the ego and conflicted with my soul. Until my soul said, this isn't where we want to go. This isn't what we're supposed to do. And as I continued going down that rabbit hole, I came to this answer. Your purpose, you might even say your divine purpose, is found in the most painful place within. The area of your psyche, the area of your memories, the stories, your fears, in the center of that is your purpose. Not meaning the act of getting there, but the reward for going there is purpose. Like I said at the beginning, we venture outward to find it. What do I like to do? What do I enjoy to do? And I'm going to go with that. But if you want to have this sort of endless sense of energy, this endless power, it will be found in your most endless pain. A pain that you sit with consistently, that you ache, that no matter what you do, no matter how much money you acquire, how many friends you have, it doesn't matter. It won't go away. It stays there, consistent. When you unravel and you understand that pain, and you understand its meaning, its reason, its existence, you will then actually take from that a direction to go and aim for and to create and build. For example, when I got plunged into that identity loss, I thought to myself, what am I supposed to do? So I had to dig inward, and it was years because I was aimless. I didn't have a process, someone to talk to like me who, focused on these things of a sense of self and meaning and purpose. And I wanted it packaged in a certain way. I didn't want to just be given a lift experience. Oh, just pump them up, make them feel good. I wanted both depth and also altitude as well. So I had to figure it all out, and eventually, when I dug deep enough, I found that my pain, my consistent pain, that I can observe and it has less control over me, but is always there. And what's always been there is I always wish to prove myself to people. I always wish to ensure that they're having a great time, they're getting value out of something, that if I'm in a business relationship or just a general relationship, I hope they're having a good time. I wish them to laugh and enjoy, and that is always something that is consistently there. It won't let me go. And so I thought to myself, well, that's an endless pain for me, always wanting to prove myself worthy to people, that I'm worthy of love and admiration and attention, and not in excess, of course. And so that endless pain, as I sat with it and sat with it and sat with it and sat with it, eventually came to me and said, well, why don't we help people, guide people, figure out their sense of self? Why don't we help guide them into their own purpose? Not by telling them, but by just speaking with them, working with them, being present with them. Because of my pain, I can sit with someone and have them release and dump all their pain and have someone listen to it and have me really try to understand without judgment. That's something that I have because of that pain, because of that feeling within me that's been there forever. I can utilize it. And I was only able to understand how to utilize it when I sat with it and I built a relationship with it. How does it navigate? How does it think? How does it act? How does it influence my decisions? And it was once I unpacked it and got a full view of it, that answers just started coming to me. Help guide people who are going through a loss of self. Help people find their purpose. Because that's something I always think about. I always think about purpose. I always think about an identity and what it means to be 100% as authentic as possible. And then helping people along the way. And so that in some way I can fulfill that story, fulfill this obligation that I feel I have. But of course, understand, you can never completely remove the stories that control your life. You can build awareness of them, and you can utilize them and focus them, which is what integrating is. You stop living in split personalities. You bring them all together, understand them, build a dynamic with them, and then all that can focus into a laser beam. Of course, this doesn't happen right away, and sometimes you need somebody there to help you. And of course, I have a link down below if you are looking to work with me one-on-one. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, you can click that link below and just book a call with me if you're looking for clarity and direction in your life. But just to leave you with this, I don't know if I wrote it down here, but I just have it off the top of my head. If you seek endless purpose, endless meaning, your answer will be found in the endless pain that you live with, that you are tormented by. It is within it. It is the reward for venturing in there and not rejecting it, not disowning it, not abusing it. So hopefully this will help you. Hopefully this gave you some sense of direction, something to do, something to take action and begin a different life, a more authentic life, a life that is yours. If you also resonate with this video, you can click the button below. And also you can sign up to my newsletter. If you're not quite ready for a one-on-one, that's fine. Just click the button below, sign up to my newsletter, and you'll get my 3-step identity rebuilding guide. 18 pages long, gives you all the tools that you'll need to navigate through a loss of self and to rebuild purpose back into your life and take control again, rather than letting the stories control you. And so you can go ahead and download that right in that first link. Thank you very much. And I'll see you on the next video.